Eddie, can you hear me, Eddie? I hope you can hear me, bro. Let me bring you up real quick, man. Can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
But I can't hear you, though.
You can't hear me? Nada, nada, nada.
Why can't I hear you, man?
I don't know.
Wow.
I can hear you, though.
Now I can hear you, but without the thing on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
But you can't. I can hear you.
Yeah, I know, because it's not. Hold on real quick.
Okay.
How about the Eddie? Can you hear me? Eddie,
Yes, sir.
hold on. Do you hear clearly, or some far away?
No, I can hear you.
Nice and clear?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, start it.
All right. Yes, you can hear us both. Hello, Ness. Welcome to Jason. Black Legends Podcast.
Todas las leyes me buscan ya.
Thank you so much.
Soy peligroso, según lo dicen, un desalmado y un criminal. Desde muy chico metí a los vicios, todo lo malo conozco yo. Conozco a todos
Little bit of
los
technical difficulties
traficantes
that Jason did,
y
but
criminales
it happened.
de la región.
Jason's Black Legends Podcast.
Desde las sierras, allá en Chihuahua, con carga blanca viajaba yo. Y entre las barbas de los cherifes cruzaba aduanas de inmigración. Cargas enteras de hierba buena llegué a Chicago y a Nueva
Welcome into Jason's
York.
Black Legends Podcast to a return.
Y varias veces por mala suerte caí en la celda de la prisión.
Myself, DJG, in the mix all the way till 7:30. Welcome in. Thank you. Welcome in.
Allá en Laredo, en una emboscada, con los cherifes me la rifé. Me fui por ahí tirando al norte, ni de la muerte yo me acordé. Por San Antonio pasé de noche, llegando a Houston piensan, no sé por qué. Los patrulleros tenían aviso y del corral me les descargué. Terrible cárcel de Kansas City, vamos a cárcel de San Quintín.
Stick around, guys. 7:30.
De San Antonio, su cárcel nueva, del quinto piso, me les por las orillas del agua del mar. Voy
Get started with it.
navegando. Son los ojitos de la vida mía los que ando buscando.
Jason Black Section podcast on Tuesday night.
Y no me la dan, yo me la llevo. Ella me dice con ojos llorosos, yo no me quedo. Anda a tu casa
Up at 7:30.
y diles adiós, tira un suspiro, porque si nos vamos ya no volveremos, te vas tú conmigo. La he de llevar y la he de pasear por la Alameda. No hay otra vida tan linda y hermosa como es la primera.
Welcome to the Jason Black Section podcast on a Tuesday night. Myself, DJ G, and the Mix guys. Coming up around 7:30. The legend himself, straight out of the last breed. Now remember, the liberals will be along with Mrs. Brenda Bonfire. That all starts at 7:30, man. Get started with it tonight. Gospel maker himself, Mr. Ruben.
De tu casa, quiero una cita para mirarte, quiero una cita para estar contigo. Tus lindos ojos son maravilla y tu sonrisa un encanto de amor. Estoy dormido, estoy soñando, si estoy despierto, te estoy mirando. En todo el barrio, en todo el pueblo, no hay ninguna igual a ti. Quiero una cita para mirarte, quiero una cita para estar contigo. Porque te quiero, porque te adoro, quiero una cita contigo, mi amor. Míranos, ahí vienen los troperos. las cantinas con el gusto pachanguía. Ahí en el valle toditos me conocen, y ahí en Macalen voy a gozar del amor. Y en San Benito también tengo una güerita, y en Santa Rosa me encontré una nueva flor. Las copas de cerveza yo las pago, y que me toquen una polca en la acordeón. Por Dios santito que pa' mí la culpa es pecho, y esa prietita me la llevo en mi camión. Ando borracho pero a mí me importa poco, por esas cosas se reprocha el corazón. Aunque mal paguen, vivan todas las mujeres, brindo por ellas aunque sea la perdición.
¡Esa palomilla! Cuidado con las casadas, tan más bravas que la verdad.
DJ Eddie G.
Por una mujer casada dicen que voy a morir. Mentira, no me hace nada si ya me quiere seguir. Porque la quise y la quiero y nunca la podré olvidar. Su marido anda diciendo que a traición me ha de matar. Para borrarle el intento yo me la voy a llevar a pasar la temporada, después se la vuelvo a traer.
R&M Promotions. Shout out to R&M Promotions as well.
Vente prieta consentida, recelos no tengas ya. Si yo he de perder la vida, después tu Dios la tendrá. La suerte a los dos nos toca, piensa solo en mi querer. Tu marido ya no sopla, tú vas a ser mi mujer. Para los ojos verdes, cabezas borradas, azules y lo que venga. Aquellos ojitos verdes con quien se andarán paseando.
Shout out to R&M Promotions, Mr. Maria out there. Roger.
Ojalá y que me recuerden, aunque sea de vez en cuando. Dicen que cuando suspiran aquellos ojitos verdes, que suspiran con el alma porque todavía me quieren. Ay, 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 ay.
Hello, Mrs. Maria.
¿Dónde andarán
R&M
esos
Promotions.
ojitos que me hicieron suspirar? Ay, 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 ay. ¿Dónde
Coming up in
andarán
about 10 minutes.
esos ojitos que no los puedo olvidar? Cuando paso por los campos yo me fijo en los laureles. Me recuerdan de tus ojos, pero tienen que ser verdes. Ay, 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 ¿dónde andarán esos ojitos que me hicieron suspirar? Ay, 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 ¿dónde andarán esos ojitos que no los puedo olvidar? Te miro, mamita.
Hay una voz que corre por los campos, un corazón que no puede descansar, porque su gente se encuentra esclavizada y atrapada en esta horrible sociedad. Sus barbas largas y mirada penetrante, poca estatura pero grande el corazón. Sus botas largas adornadas con espuelas, una estrella su sombrero decoró. ¡Viva José! Quiera Dios que nos visites muchos años, que la dicha te acompañe de hacendado. Eres una luz que Dios nos ha mandado. ¡Viva José! Que los gritos en tus cantos suenen fuerte en el corazón de todita tu gente. Eres nuestro gran amigo para siempre.
Que te vaya bien, con mucha buena suerte.
Aquí yo.
Buena suerte, corazón, por si no te vuelvo a ver. Yo me quedo sin tu amor, fue muy pobre mi querer. Por si no te vuelvo a ver, dedico esta canción. Anda y goza de mi amor, mientras sufro mi pasión.
Tú no quieres que yo te quiero, que este amor es tan sincero como pura es la verdad. Pues si yo no te quisiera, a tu lado no estuviera, yo no te voy a engañar. Ya no pienses mal, cariño, yo no te he dado motivo para que tú pienses mal. Cada instante me lastimas con las cosas que imaginas, son tus celos nada más. Tú dices que me conoces y no me conoces, nada, nada. No sabes ni lo que tienes y yo creo que nunca te vas a enterar. estoy, que dónde estabas, si no vengo, dónde andabas, y otra vez a discutir por los celos que tú sientes. Ves las cosas diferentes, ya no pienses mal de mí. Ya no pienses mal, cariño, yo no te he dado motivo para que tú pienses mal. Cada instante me lastimas con las cosas que imaginas, son tus celos nada más. Tú dices que me conoces y no me conoces, nada, nada. No sabes ni lo que tienes y yo creo que nunca te vas a enterar. Hey.
Are we on, Jason?
Oh, coming up right after this song.
Chiquitita, chiquitita, con ojotes grandototes, tus labios me vuelven loco, dulce reina de las flores. Cada vez que yo te miro, me enamoro más de ti. Chiquitita, chiquitita, eres todo para mí. Chiquitita, chiquitita, toda una mujer divina. Le doy gracias al Señor por haberte conocido. Amorcito corazón, quiero hacerme viejo contigo. Me traes arrastrando la cobija, chiquitita. Cuando yo te conocí, supe que ibas a ser mía, porque yo se lo pedí al Señor de más arriba. Ahora que ya estás conmigo, voy a hacerte muy feliz. Chaparrita, chaparrita, no te vas a arrepentir. Chiquitita, chiquitita, toda una mujer divina. Le doy gracias al Señor por haberte conocido. Amorcito corazón, quiero hacerme viejo contigo. Uy, la chiquita, que si te voy a hacer feliz, ya verás, chaparro.
Dicen que me buscas porque sola no te encuentras, pues no sé si es verdad.
Hello, can y'all hear me by any chance?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. Adalberto, are you at home or were you driving?
I'm at home.
Oh, you're at home. Okay. So check this out. Are you able to turn on your camera? All you have to do is touch your picture there that you have. And then there's gonna be like a camera symbol up to the top with the slash on it. Hit that camera symbol.
That's me right there.
Okay, now save it. Press save.
Was tech savvy.
Perfect, sir.
Can you see me now?
Absolutely, sir. All right. Let's get
Where's my
started
good
real
angle?
quick.
I don't have a good angle.
Before we get started, though, we want to get some of the sponsors out of the way real quick. Shout out to R&M Promotions that's in the chat. Let me also R2G Home Improvement, guys. As you already know, if you're looking to make some upgrades on your home, get a hold of my boy Ruben there. The email will be in the chat. If you're also looking to sell your house or buy a house, he can also help you with that. As well, he also has houses for rent and Airbnbs. If you want to just visit San Antonio, he can also help you with that. And to the newest sponsor, Remy Music Studio. Any groups out there that want to record a demo, anything like that, and with the studio, get a hold of me and I will get you who you need to talk to from Remy Music, and they'll be more than happy to assist you from that. And again, shout out to Remy Music for believing in Brenda and I for what we're doing. And so they actually helped us out and got us these new mics, right, Brenda?
Yes, I don't have it today, but yes, I do.
Oh, okay. So go ahead, Brenda. Let's get started.
Hey, well, I'm super excited to have Adalberto Gallegos here, and super excited to have every one of you tuning in today. We want to have a really a good conversation with him about what's coming, what he's been up to, and of course, you know, I can get started because I have a lot of questions. So you make yourself comfortable. Make yourself at home.
I feel comfortable. I don't know about you guys.
Great. Awesome. Well, I have a lot of questions because you were part of the Tejano industry years back. And obviously you're coming with some new stuff maybe here in the near future. So we want to hear all about it. But let's start by, how did you get started in the music career and what year?
Wow, Brenda, I'm going all the way back to when I was 8 years old, because I started at a local talent show here in Tucson. And my father was out in California working, and we were kind of feeling like we were on Skid Road, actually, you know. And so at this talent show, there was a money prize, right?
Oh.
So I thought, you know what, I think I'm going to try and go bring some money home. You know? So here I grabbed my guitar and I'm cutting across the desert, because there's nothing but desert here in Arizona. And one of our neighbors seen me. His name is Mr. Duchesne. And he says, "Hey, Albert," he said, "¿A dónde vas?" I said, "I don't know, but it's called the Plaza Theater. And if I ask, eventually I'll get there, right?" So he says, "Get in the car. I'll take you. I know where it is." So we go and we win that night. I came home with $100, man.
Wow.
So I went from zero to hero, Brenda. Oh, like that, you know. So we went to the grocery store, and back then, you know, that was in 1964.
Wow. So
And,
how much was $100 at that time?
Well, it's probably the equivalent to about $1,000 right now, I would say, you know. I mean, you know, what was gold going for back then, and now it's $5,000 an ounce.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I went from zero to hero. So then after that, I auditioned for a youth group here in town. They were called the Ugly Little Monkeys, Los Changuitos Feos, right? And it was a mariachi group. And I got in, and we started touring right away. I was 11 years old, and we were touring all over the place. Walt Disney took us under his wing, and we were like rock stars. We were playing with like Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. What's his name? The guy that did A Boy Named Sue. Johnny Cash. Clarence the Cross-Eyed Lion. We played for presidents like Nixon's inaugural parade, and no hombre, cate la boca. We were all over the place. So 14 years old, came. As a matter of fact, I need to tell everybody that's listening to look out for the movie. It's already been premiered, and it's been premiered worldwide. It's called The Ugly Little Monkeys. And you'll see me in the interviews. It's a documentary. There's a real dark side to it. We were under the Catholic diocese direction, and the guy that was the mastermind was Father Charles Rourke, a jazz pianist, Irish priest, but he was a predator.
Oh,
And so the guy ruined a lot of guys' lives. Not mine, should I say?
that's good, but
But
it's sad to hear that.
oh man, yeah, some of the guys were really. We were all traumatized because of his drinking and his. To give you an idea, one time we were in Louisville, Kentucky, at the Kentucky Derby, and we were there. Johnny Cash was there, and they were both drunk as a skunk. And we get on the stage, and we're playing, and by the time he gets up, we'd already gone through about 3 songs. So he tells one of the guys, "Play Jesucita en Chihuahua." And he looks back at him, he says, "We just played it." And he kicks him. Boom, he kicks him in the behind, and he yells out, "I said play it, God, and you can hear the speakers in the stadiums just, "I said play it, God,"
That is so sad.
But man, we had a lot of fun in that group. I used to hang out with one of the guys, Mackie Ruiz. To this day, we're still brothers. That whole group became to what we know today to be Mariachi Cobre at Epcot Center. And a lot of them have already retired from Disney World or Epcot Center and have come back to Tucson and then gone back to Florida. They're all teaching and, but probably triple dipping now. But we had a really good time with that. And like I said, it created a real strong bond with us. So needless to say, I was 14 now, and I was playing trumpet. And I was playing in a Tejano band. When I would come home dressed in my mariachi outfit, I grew up in a black neighborhood here in Tucson. And I would come home after a gig in a mariachi outfit, and all I hear from my neighbors' homes was, what's his name? Superfly. What's his name? His real name, his artist name is
Curtis Mayfield.
Curtis Mayfield. I was going to say Maynard, but Curtis Mayfield, James Brown, say it loud. And I'm looking at myself and I'm in a mariachi outfit and I'm going, there's something wrong with this picture, So one day I heard a sound coming from a neighbor's house, the Duchesnes. And it just drew me to it like a magnet, like, something weird was happening and I was being sucked into this portal. And it was a sound that I didn't have any problem identifying with at the age of 14. And I went and knocked on their door and asked them, "What are you listening to?" And they said, "Oh man, that's Little Joe and the Latin ears." And I said, "I gotta have this. And one day I'm gonna be doing this."
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what turned me on to Tejano music. Or back then it was Tex-Mex, right? Chicano music.
Right.
And so when I was 14, I joined a Tejano group. These guys were all from Houston. And they moved to Tucson because one of them had asthma. So doctors recommended that they come to a better environment, just a better climate for him. And so they came to Tucson. They were called Richard and the Sun Demons. They were Garcias. My brother-in-law, Robert Salinas, played in the group. He married my sister Carmen, and we recorded for Buena Suerte Records actually, and I sang background and played trumpet. And shortly after that, I joined other bands, and we opened up for Sonny and the Sunliners. And the guy that really is responsible for discovering me, his name is Arturo Alderete. They call him Sluggo. He played bass with Sonny and the Sunliners, and he approached me with a couple of the guys and said, "Hey, we'd like to offer you to start a band with you if you come to Texas. We'll leave Sonny and start a band with you. So I was like pinching myself. This can't be happening. This is amazing. So I told him absolutely. But look, I'm going to get married. By that time, I was 17, and I told him I'm going to get married in November. So anytime after New Year's Eve this year, I'll head out to Texas. But you got to call me and let me know that you're still on the same page with me. And so they called me, and of course the whole band was like, "No way, man! This is really going to happen."
Of course.
And I told him, "I guess so," because Sluggo called me, Arturo called me, and he said, "Hey, man, we're ready if you are." So that band was half of the Sunliners and half of the Latin Breed. We had Sluggo, we had Chucha. These were all Sunliner guys. We had who else did we have from Sunny and the Sunliner? Oh, Frank Ortega, he was a guitar player for Latin Breed, the original guitar player. And we had Joe Hernandez on trombone, trumpet, and flute, and tuba, and tenor. He played all the wind instruments. And we had Chucha Hernandez, also from Sunny and the Sunliners. And it was a great band. It was called the USA Band. And we recorded for Freddie Records. That was the first company I recorded with. That was in 75. So yeah, because January came, it was 75. And in that 1 year, Brenda, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, in that 1 year, we were kind of being sponsored by some guys that, in my opinion, they were like mobsters there in San Antonio. And I'll never forget the day that Sluggo and I had registered the name, the USA Band, with Adalberto. And they caught wind of it and set up a meeting with us. So we go to their office, and one of their brothers walks in and puts a gun on the table and puts a handkerchief over it. And they said, "You guys have to release the name to us." And Sluggo had no problem with it. Yeah, go for it. And so we surrendered the name to them, but they were paying me, I still remember, $75 a week. So that was an extreme difference from working for a living and becoming a musician.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the house band gig at the Continental Club, the USA Club they called it, and we were the USA Band, and we opened up for Los Fabulosos Cuatro that one of those nights, and they offered me a gig that night. My son Albert had just been born in San Antonio, and I didn't make enough money to provide, for him. So my father had a swimming pool company here in Tucson, and my mother and one of my aunts went to Tucson to see my son come to life, be born, and brought him home to Tucson. Well, we opened up for Los Fabulosos Cuatro, and they offered me a gig. I think Joe Lopez was in the band, in the Fabulosos that time. So I told them, well, they said, we'll pay you $500 a week for 2 days. Anything above that, you make more money. So, of course, I snuck out the bathroom window, No notice, no nothing. Bam, I'm gone. So I was able to rehearse a couple nights with them, learn all their material, and we headed to Michigan, to Detroit. And we did the weekend, and they all decided, they approached me and said, it was the organ player and accordion player, Armando Hinojosa, who was, I should say, a phenomenal musician, just one of those freaks. And he said, "Hey, we'd like to invite you in as a partner with us." And my first question was, well, how much am I going to make if I do that? He said, $800. I said, I'm in. Let's go. So we made good money. I sent home for my wife and my son, and we moved to McAllen, Texas, and we were recording.
Yay!
Yeah, the valley, arriba el valle, brother. And we were
I
recording.
live here in McAllen.
You're in McAllen, all right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yep,
That's a beautiful place to be.
it is.
So we're recording for Discos Falcón allá con Arnaldo Ramírez and El Nano, and something happened. We were doing really well, and something happened where we had to move from McAllen overnight. I mean, something burned in the kitchen. I don't know what happened, but we had to move. So we went to Alice, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and for some reason things just kind of hit the fan. There was no work coming in, or Juan just wasn't taking any gigs. And one of the promoters who was from Detroit, Roy Nino, he had a brother named Ralph Nino in that area, Detroit, Michigan, and he invited me to go. He was going to pay for some advertisement because he was going to have a concert with Los Fabulosos Cuatro. So I went with him, and we were on our way to Corpus, and there was a radio station there in Corpus Christi back then called KCCT. It was owned by the Davila family. And El Güero Loco, God bless him, he was on the air, and he says, Alberto, if you're hearing me, if you're listening to the station, call me. I got to talk to you. I need to talk to you. And Roy Nino, the promoter, just looks over at me. I told him, I don't know what's going on, Roy. And so he changes it to Kingsville, where Mike Chavez was on the FM station there in Kingsville. And, he gets on with his FM voice. Adalberto, if you're listening, man, give me a call. Give me a call here at the station. I need to talk to you. And Roy looks at me again. Roy, I go, I don't know what's happening, I've only been in Texas for a year, not even a year. So we get to Corpus, to the station, and Güero Alegre, he sees me from his DJ booths and just runs out and grabs me and say, hey, the Latin Breed's looking for a singer, and they're asking you to join the band. If you don't go, you're stupid. So Roy looks at me. He goes, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, the Fabulosos Cuatro, that's one hell of a group too. And of course, they were. You know about Los Fabulosos Cuatro, right, Brenda?
Do I what?
You know about Los Fabulosos.
Right.
So I was pretty happy musically, but we played and we opened up for the Latin Breed in Corpus Christi at a place back then. This is all in '75, called the Carousel Ballroom. And I tell Los Fabulosos, I go, hey, I've never heard these cats, so I'm going to go out there and listen to them. And holy moly, man. Woo! My jaw dropped. These guys were so good. I mean, it was like when you go and eat at Cuevas back over in McAllen, where they had the huge carne guisada tacos. And I don't even know if they're open anymore, but back in 1975, they were the spot, and everybody would look for them. Or when Whataburger was really kicking into gear, there was nothing like it, So that's the way I felt about the breed back then.
Right.
Of course, nothing is forever, and things change, and things have changed drastically, but they still have the name now. And it was actually my group for quite a while, and things happened. I had to let go and move on. So I did, and I started another group called the X Band, and they're all the original players of Latin Breed.
Oh,
All
wow.
of them. Yeah, and it was Adalberto and the X Band, and people would listen and they would say, wait a minute, I know who this is. I know that sound. I know that music. Of course, there was no mistaking it. They were the savvy players, My compadre Julian Carrillo on keyboards, Steve Velasquez on guitar, who is just, he's just one of a kind. and other musicians have gone off to another life already. And the original drummer, Johnny Gonzalez, I think his name is, the original guitar player Frank Partida, also passed away. Donald Garza, who was in the X Band, has passed away about a year ago now. And George Cantu, Alex Hernandez, Charlie De Leon, Pete Garza, they've all passed away. But I have the core with me still, even though we're not performing as the X Band, they're still with me like my brothers. We call each other all the time. And what do you want to do? What kind of arrangement do you want? You know. So we just talk about things on the air, and I mean over the phone, and share ideas. We're always learning something. Music is like a science, so you never stop learning. You never stop learning theory. And when COVID came in, how long has that been? 6-7 years now, something like
COVID?
that. Yeah,
Uh,
COVID.
5?
Okay, so I started taking music theory, and I'm taking it from this guy named Rick Beato. I was surfing the net and heard him, and the coin dropped, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, if this guy could get through my thick skull, I'm gonna follow him. So I did, and I've been following him, and sometimes it takes a lot for this old skull to be pierced, or to reach through all that thick bone. But eventually the coin drops, and I will call Julian, and we'll share. Oh man, and he thought it was this other way, or the modes, and I won't get into all that right now. But we still have a wonderful relationship, not just because of music, although music was a big part of it, because we both were visited by the Holy Spirit in a hotel room outside the four walls of the church. And I'm glad that he was there, because we're both witnesses to it. And to this day, Brenda, whenever I see him, I could go a year without seeing him, and I'll walk over to him and hug him and say, that night in Grand Prairie, Texas. He goes, yeah. I go, what happened? Were we drunk? No. He said, you weren't drinking. I said, I didn't do drugs either. He said, no. What happened, Julian? He says, we were visited by the Holy Spirit.
Wow, that's such an amazing story.
And to this day, Brenda, it left me like a dog chasing its tail, or a junkie looking for that first high, So the Holy Spirit is real. I can tell you that.
Yes, it is.
It's real.
Yes.
It's out there.
Yes.
So here I am now, recording with a bunch of people that have asked me to record. I think what happened was David Lee Garza asked me to do. He was doing a David Lee Garza and Friends CD, which won a Grammy, and I was on it. And I've been nominated other times, but to give you not a sad story, but I don't want to make you cry.
And you can make it. That's easy to do.
So I was on the guest list for the Grammys, and a friend of mine, attorney who grew up with here in Tucson, his name is Brent Bryson. Remember when what's his name, man, the basketball player, O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson.
Football player.
Yeah, he was a
Football player.
football
Yes.
player. Yeah. So he got in beef there in Las Vegas, and he was going through court there. That's Brent Bryson, is the guy that was representing him there, and so he was there with me at the Grammys, and another friend of mine from the Ray Charles Orchestra was there with me, and they just felt, you know what, we feel compelled to go celebrate with you. So I was nominated twice, 2 or 3 times, I forgot. And but it doesn't matter. David won that day, and I didn't even get my my medallion or my letter of certification for my regular nominations, let alone the one that we won with. According to Gilbert Velasquez, a multi-Grammy Award winner, told me, because he was the governor on the Texas chapter, he says, I'm going to make sure you at least get your letter of authenticity and your medallion. You should get 2 medallions or 3 letters and 1 medallion. Even I think the rules had changed that year, that you have to be on a record 60% to actually get the Grammy award, And he says, but you will get a medallion and your letter of authenticity. Well, to this day, that hasn't happened. I don't think it's ever going to, but I'll bet you I can talk to somebody to help me make it happen.
You sure can.
So we make our way up to the concierge out there at the Grammys, and he looks up my name. He goes, "Congratulations," shakes my hand. I said, "Well, I need my ticket." He goes, "Oh, we gave your ticket away." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, you didn't RSVP, so we gave it away." So I called Gilbert, and Gilbert says, "Put him on the phone with me. I'm a governor. They can't give away my ticket." So he gets on the phone with him, and he says, "Oh, yeah, Mr. Velasquez, I'm sorry, sir, but we gave your ticket away, too." It was a real frustrating moment for me. I can't even tell you how stressful it was for me.
Mm.
So we went down to the bar and drank the pain away a little, but we had a good time. So my friend Doug Martin, who used to play with Ray Charles, tells me, "Let me see, 3 nominations. You guys won 1. That's 150%, man." That's pretty good thinking. That's positive thinking.
Yes.
So he's a good friend of mine, but I started recording with David Lee. After I did that, I recorded with Little Joe, Ruben Ramos, my compadre Jimmy Edward. I just released one. Let me see. The one with Jimmy is called Fue Su Amor. The one with Little Joe, of course, is Buena Suerte Corazón. And I did with Ruben Ramos, I did the A los Cuatro Vientos, which I think Ruben sounds phenomenal on that thing. And after that, we
Adalberto, we can't hear you.
I can't hear.
it just felt like I don't know, one of those I don't know kind of things. So I recorded it, and it's getting played, man. I mean, it's getting played everywhere.
That's
In the
great.
valley, I have a compadre in Mission, and he called me. He goes, "Congratulations, compadre." I said, "For what, David?" Y me dice, "Por la rolita que tienes ahorita que te están tocando." I go, "Which song?" He goes, "I don't know." He said, "You recorded with La Chiquitita." Esa, me dice, "That's it."
That's great.
So, yeah, I'm overjoyed with this opportunity, because you never know. Everything you do, you think it's going to do well, but this one, I never expected what the results that we're getting with it. So yeah,
Well, it's such a delight to hear your stories. You're such a good storyteller. We could be here for hours listening
that's
to
what my
you.
wife tells me. You're such a storyteller, man.
But they're good ones and there's bad ones. You're a good one.
Well, there are
But
some good. Life has a way of bringing us all to our knees, Brenda.
oh
And
yes, absolutely, absolutely.
yeah, don't get me started there, man. People ask me all
No,
the time, "What are you doing in Tucson?" Told them, "Well, my parents are buried here. I have 2 sons that are buried here. My grandma, uncles, and aunts, and friends. I think this might be a good place for me to rest my bones, you know?
I hear you.
So, yeah.
But it is such an amazing. I have a lot of questions, but I don't think we have so much time because
I'm sorry I took up all your time.
No, but we loved every second of it. So you answered a bunch of them. You already answered, which is good. You took us to a timeline, and that's exactly what I wanted. So you did really good.
I'm here in my studio in Tucson.
I see that.
So guys are ever traveling through here, you know, and sometimes you start writing a song when you're on the road. Come over to my place and we can lay the tracks down.
Let's do that, of course.
Open invitation.
Huh?
Open invitation. It's called Ave Negra Studio. Do you know who Ave Negra is?
Ave Negra? No.
Yeah. Her name was Jovita Idar. She was a civil rights leader in Texas back in the 1890s. And she was for equal education for Hispanics. She led a lot of movements for women's rights to vote, women's rights to smoke. They probably did it behind the curtain anyways, you know. Chew tobacco and stuff. But she had it out with the Texas Rangers. Her father had a print shop in Laredo, and she had a column, and she would just tell them their truths. And they would have standoffs with her, try to get her to close down her printing business. And her column, she would always sign off as Ave Negra, Blackbird. Right. So I really, really love her story.
Beautiful. Well, I was going to ask you before I pass it here to Jason. There is so much that we can ask you about. I think it would take a lot more time, but for now, you've given us a really good idea of where you came from, and those that are listening for the very first time can see your story, where you come from. And I love that you also, you know, are a man of faith and all that.
I'm trying to find my good side, Brenda. I can't find it.
It's such a.
He doesn't have one.
I ain't got one.
It's such a good thing to hear
my good side.
Your
my
passion.
Profile.
It's such a good thing to hear the passion that you have for music and what you're doing and what you've done. And I can see when you talk about the stories and what you've done that music has really been to the core in your life, and it's such a pleasure to hear somebody talk like that about music.
You know,
and what they've done.
Everybody is an open book. Mm-hmm. If you don't believe that, just look into everybody.
He's having signal issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see he's having signal issues because it's got the little red bar.
Out or what?
There you go. Now you're back.
We're running out of time, Jason.
No, you're good.
No, I think it's
okay.
You froze for a little bit, but it might be connection issues.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Jason, I've got a lot to be thankful to you for. You got me into this podcasting, and ended up doing a radio tour, and then doing the one with this guy mentioned you on his podcast. Oh, Rock and Roll James, and yeah, he spoke really well about you, actually.
That's good. Yeah, Rock's good too. You know, he pretty much, you know, he's the one who started this podcasting back in when it was COVID, when we were all locked down. And, you know, he would go live on YouTube, and, you know, I just followed him the whole way, and he's still going today. And so shout out to him. Shout out to Rock and Roll James. A little later, Bumper comes into play. And, you know, all of a sudden, you know, it seemed possible. But at the same time, what made me more get into this, Adalberto, was I could hear in our culture people talking about our music's dying, and that's all people ever did was talk about it, do nothing about it.
Yeah, that's why people shouldn't even be saying Tejano is alive. No, it's, you know, there are cycles. There are ups and downs, peaks and lows, and Tejano music has experienced this for since the beginning. So there's going to be a new artist come around, that's going to light a fire under everybody, and they're going to come out and support Tejano music. That's what Selena did. That's what Emilio Navaira did. I mean, look at Joe Lopez. Everywhere he goes, it seems like, unless it's a visual effect, it looks like he gets pretty good followings. And I mean,
Absolutely.
like this guy, Lucky Joe. I mean, there's a lot of young artists that I don't know, but I look forward to meeting them. And
Absolutely. I can make that happen for you, speaking of something like that, we wanna I wanna say this, Adalberto. You are how did I put it? You are the artist's they look up to you. Like the artists that we look up to, they look up to you. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, you're very important to this culture, Adalberto. 70 to like 80% of Tejano artists right now and that are still with us, they always mention your name. They always say,
that's a pretty powerful thing you just said. For me, it's powerful because you don't know how many times artists feel like just giving up, nombre todo away.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Adalberto.
When you hear things like this, it tells me that I've done some meaningful things, I guess, and
Absolutely.
Yes,
it's
and
been
it goes back to
worth it.
it goes back to when I first started talking to you. I would hear artists tell me, "No, Adalberto, he laid down the groundwork," and another artist, and it was always Adalberto and Adalberto and Adalberto. So again, it goes back to like me saying that 75 to like 85%, of these artists, man, look up to you, and so all of a sudden, it seemed possible. So shout out to Oscar G, who's in the other podcast right now.
Oscar, there's another guy, Oscar G. I did a song with him.
He's the one who actually put us together, right?
Yeah. Oscar G. He did a song with me. Asked me to record with him, and of course, we're peers, and we're sorority brothers. Otro maestro, and so we did Eternamente, and they got nominated for Song of the Year at the Tejano Music Awards. I think it was that or one of those award shows.
Yeah, no, there's like 10 of them.
Oye, Jason, I'm going to be on the Tejanos in Paradise cruise, okay, in 27.
Okay, great. You got to come once it gets closer to that time. You got to come back to the show and promote it and let everybody know you're going.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Adalberto, tell me right now, excuse me, you got the song Chiquitita with Frankie Jr., Frankie Caballero Jr., and who helped you out on that, right?
He actually wrote the song and produced it.
Right.
All I did was sing it.
It's great, man. It's great, So shout out to Frankie.
There's a new one that's going to be released here. A friend of mine from Laredo was married for, I don't know, probably 50 years, 60 years. And his wife passed away. And I can just imagine how he feels. And her name is Emma. So another friend, a mutual friend of ours, Plácido Salazar, who is also an artist and songwriter, he wrote a song for her, for him, in homage to her. And he asked me to sing it. And I did. And it's going to be released here probably in about a week. It's called Emma. Nice song, really nice song. and it's done real simple. Not a whole lot of bells and whistles and smoke and mirrors, but it's to the point. You get the message, and it's nice. I like recording raw like that. It's a new thing for me. I think it's kind of takes you back to the Beatles, probably the greatest band in history. All they were was four guys, man, and look at what they did.
Mhm.
Absolutely,
That's
man.
why that's why I loved Los Fabulosos Cuatro, Snowball and Company. What was the other one? Los Únicos. I mean,
Únicos.
the Valley had small groups, but great groups.
Mhm.
There was a lot of greatness. You guys had Oscar Hernandez. Hey, Oscar, if you're watching, man, I look forward to doing those tunes that we agreed to that you were gonna send me. Hey, hey.
I was gonna tell you that that song you're releasing, Emma. You said the composer is Plácido Salazar.
That's correct.
Okay, he wrote Charangueando from Los Arcos Hermanos Peña,
Yes, he
and
did.
and that song is doing really well. Really good cumbia, really good. They did really well with that song.
Well, Jason just turned me on to these guys, and they sound great.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what I mean. You never know who's gonna come around next.
right.
Before I went to Texas, I have an uncle who was a Golden Glove winner in boxing, and he's deceased now. But he pulled me over at one of my going away parties, and he said, "Come here, mijo." And he hugs me and he goes, "Just remember, there's always somebody better."
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
I looked
that's
at him like,
100% true.
"What you talking about, Willis?" And he
Yeah.
said, "You'll see. There's always somebody better." And he was right. He was right.
Yes. I actually just did a collab with Los Arcos Hermanos Peña and released in April, Las Cuentas Claras, and I felt very privileged to do a song with them because they are so good at what they do. So hopefully you can work something out with them. Your voice and their sound would be amazing.
Well, I think I heard Cuentas Claras. It sounded very good.
Thank you, thank you.
Absolutely,
That,
yeah.
that's Brenda
So
on
that's
vocals,
you,
right?
huh?
Yes, that's me.
Congratulations, Brenda. That's very good.
Thank you, thank you. I can take all the credit. I think Los Arcos have a very unique sound, and they did amazing.
Yeah, none of us can take credit for what we do when it's
Yes,
a group effort.
a whole village. Yes,
No, but there is no successful person that did it on his own.
correct.
There's always a group, a team working behind him.
That's right.
So yeah, I know where you're coming from
Yes,
with
sir.
that.
Yes,
And
sir.
there are good managers and bad managers too.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into that right now, but
But there's a lot of subjects that I would like to touch. Maybe you can come back another time
I
because
would absolutely love to.
I would love to talk about the Holy Spirit experience you had. Also, talk about different subjects within the music industry that I would love to hear, and for you to give us some inputs on those of us that are starting, those of us that are listening, artists that are wanting to make a mark in the Tejano industry. And I'm pretty sure you can give them a lot of pointers.
I have four sons, and my youngest one would always ask me, "Dad, what do I do? How do I do this?" I go, "Look, if you guys want to sing, sing. If you're happy, sing. If you're sad, sing. If you're mad, sing. Whatever mood you're in, if you're in the shower, sing. If you're with your girlfriend, sing about how you feel."
Right.
And they all listened to me, but my youngest, he took it to another level. He really did.
Awesome.
He
That's
was
awesome.
He was just amazing. And he always sang. Lo regañaba y iba y cantaba.
That's how great songs are made.
Right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you one more time. You said the new song, the new single's coming out in 1 week. What's the name of it?
It's called Emma.
Okay,
Es un bolero. It's a bolero norteño, but I didn't use drums. That's the beautiful thing. Is that I used a timbale player. He did the cascara and the intro. You know the roll. You know, and the accordion player is Rigoberto Rodriguez. They call him El Cuatrero. We have a couple guys here in Tucson that are pretty famous. One of them is Fito Gámez, who did all of Los Nuevos Cadetes de Linares, all of their recordings. Una Página Más, he did the arrangement and the accordion on it. That songwriter lived in Houston, but he was from, ¿de dónde era? Anyways, he was going to do it with me, but I'm happy with what we got. Really happy with it, and now we'll just let you be the judge and let the people decide, right?
That's right.
And it's going to be available on all digital platforms, correct?
That's correct. It's
All right,
going to be
great.
released on Fig Tree Productions. A friend of mine from Goliad, Texas, New Gulf area. He was in the service. The service brought him here to Tucson, where he met his wife, and they fell in love, and it was over. And but he goes back to Texas with me all the time. He's connecting with his past through me, and I can see that he really gets a high on that, you know, telling his story to people of the industry that I introduce him to, and I'm hoping this song Emma does well. Keeping my fingers crossed.
Pretty sure.
Absolutely. Adalberto, when are you coming to the Valley again?
Hopefully soon. I think Frankie and I are talking about doing some more things together. I want to talk to other groups too, you know. I mean, there's so much to do, maybe not enough time to do it all in, you know, but these guys from Los Arcos, I thought they played excellent. They have a real neat naturalness to them. They sound like these kitchens in San Antonio where you go in and they have the carne guisada tacos and huevos con weenie.
That's right. That's right. We always end up talking about food, no matter what. Music and food.
Yeah, man. You're not gonna believe this, but my grandfather, God rest his soul, his name was Juan Carrillo. He was tall, blue eyes, güero, and he sang like Chalino Sanchez way before Chalino Sanchez's times, right? And he would always tell me, the best three things in life, mijo, he said, is good eating, good sleeping, and good sex, and not necessarily in that order of priority.
Oh, wow.
Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom.
That's right.
Makes you go, Adalberto Stata? Yeah, my other grandpa was a general in the revolution. He was an interesting guy, real quiet. But his name was Marcial. But we won't get into that.
Oh, no, we'll have to bring you back and do a 2-hour special.
For sure. There's so much to talk about.
I'd love
You have a
to.
lot of history, Adalberto, and we're just barely scratching the surface with this.
Yeah,
And
and when I say one thing, you know, it reminds me of so many other things that there's just not enough time for. But you know, one time Little Joe picked me up. He called me and asked me if I wanted to ride along with him to the valley, to McAllen, to go to Snowball's funeral. I said, sure. He goes, okay, I'll drive by to San Antonio, pick you up, and we'll head down to the valley. So we had 5 hours there, 5 hours back to talk and spill our guts of where he came from, who his family was, my family. And so next time you see him, just tell him, listo, compadre. And he will crack up, man. He'll know you've been talking to me.
Probably. I haven't got into Little Joe yet, but I'm working something out already.
Yeah, Little Joe is a stand-up kind of guy. One time, I think I was about 14 years old. I was playing with a group here in town, and he asked me to go up and sit in with him.
Oh, we lost you again, Adalberto. Can you hear him or no?
No.
We can't hear you, sir. Yeah, it's the signal.
I was going to tell you that I want to do some shout outs before.
Go ahead.
Well, he's talking and I'm afraid he's going to come back.
Yeah, he's gonna
Pack
come
it
back
up,
in.
Rangers. We're leaving. Are you listening?
No, sir. You cut
You
off.
got-
I was
you
trying
got-
to tell you cut off.
Okay, so the promoter is trying to get me off the stage, and Little Joe stops the band, and he's hearing him out. So he tells him, not you or any MF is going to get my brother Adalberto off the stage. I was only 14 years old. And so they wrap it up, and the people start rioting. They just start protesting like crazy, and he goes, don't worry about it, carnalito. I needed this. That's a hell of a story to have under your belt.
Right.
And to this day, he's always had my back, Little Joe.
That's awesome.
Brenda, go ahead and give out some of those shout outs, please.
Well, we're very delighted. A lot of people are here just commenting. Everybody's enjoying the conversation with you. Nisi says, Missy, thank you so much for what you guys do. Thank you for everything.
Hello, Lisa. Thanks for Facebook friending me. All right.
Mr. Jerry Peña has joined from Los Arcos. He's watching you too.
My respects, Mr. Peña. Hey!
And we have, everybody's just excited to see you and hear you, but you have a couple of comments here. Let me see. They're all the way up there. Hold on. Give me a moment.
Jerry, let's do a tune together, man. There it is.
Yes, Mr. Jerry Peña, you're listening. Let's see. It's a señor, Gilberto Trejo says, este señor tiene una voz tremenda.
I like that guy. I already like him.
Yes, and just thank you everybody for joining. Please put your comments, your shout outs, your questions. I'm gonna let Jason continue, and then we can wrap it up when you're ready, Jason. But you have to come back at least 2-3 hours, because
Oh yeah, that's not me playing guitar back there. That's my brother Pete.
I know I kept hearing the guitar.
It's perfect, man. It's perfect because it's at a distance, so it doesn't distract you. It's perfect. So, Adalberto, we're gonna just wait here for just a little bit, just to see if anybody has a question, real quick, and then we'll wrap it up, Adalberto. And then
I'd love to answer wherever they're listening from: California, Florida,
Where are you guys listening from?
Michigan, Kansas, Ohio, Texas, Arizona, of course,
Yeah.
New Mexico. Big salute out to
Far Texas.
Or Texas. Hey, hey.
Yeah, we have good food here. You know that, right?
We have what?
Really good food here in the valley. Food, really good food.
Oh, man. Yeah, you do. Oh, you better know you do.
And Nisi is from San Antonio.
Nisi de San Antonio.
Yes. R&M Promotions, our sponsors, are also from San Antonio.
They're also from San Antonio. Yes, shout out to R&M, Remy Music once again. That's our newest sponsor from here from the Valley. Shout out to Rudy. Adalberto, I want to thank you, man, for coming in and sharing that a new single's coming.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I look forward to this opportunity to introduce more material, and you guys are a great resource. Jason, thank you.
No, not a problem, Adalberto, not a problem.
Absolutely. No, we are like, I'm still like, okay, can we go another hour?
We probably could.
We probably could.
Ask the questions.
Yes, because we have so many questions, but I'm going to ask Jason to give me your number because I want to definitely reach out to you. And definitely I look forward, maybe you and Los Arcos can do something, and I'll be looking forward to that tune as well.
Oh, man,
that'd be really amazing.
Wouldn't that be nice, man?
Yes.
Jason, give her my number, please.
All right. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Alberto. You got it. You got it, boss. So.
And when you come to the Valley, come and eat some good tacos over here.
Did you ever eat ahí en el rodeo?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a great place.
Okay, wait. What type? The taqueria rodeo? There's a taqueria rodeo.
There was a steakhouse.
Rodeo.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I haven't heard. Have you, Jason?
No.
Taqueria rodeo, yes.
Okay. That's a new one for me.
Yes, but we love tacos here. So,
allá en el valle dicen mucho, ¿qué pasó, hijito? Hijito, hijita.
Mijito, mijita.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
definitely.
Right.
Sean Sam, Mr. Tejano says, saludos, Adalberto. Great to see you, my friend. Sean Zambrano from Gonzales, Texas.
Sean Zambrano, oh my God. I love those people. Sean, hey!
I always get a kick from that, man. Every time you start or you do a song, I hear that, it's your signature,
It's funny because when I recorded with Freddie Records, Freddie took me into his office and he says, Adalberto, necesitas un grito, man, So we were recording, and the only thing that came to my mind was, hey, and he looks through the control room and he says, that's it, that's your grito, man.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's great. So once again, Adalberto, thank you for being here. I do definitely want you to come back soon. And so just be on the lookout, guys. About a week, Adalberto's new track is going to drop. Get it on all digital platforms. And once again, everyone have a great night. Thank you for being here. We will be live tomorrow as well. We're going to have Jenny B and with Chris from Grupo Entrego. So, guys, thank you for being here, for showing love to Adalberto.
One word for everybody listening is that I want you guys to know that these are my true sentiments. I didn't write this, but whoever did was thinking of me because it says, may all your storms be weathered and all that's good get better. All right?
That's right. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Appreciate everything you've done for music, for our culture. And you have a lot of work.
Oh, it's going to be intense.
That's great. Great.
Thanks, Brenda. Thanks, Jason.
A pleasure, sir. Thank you so much.
All the listeners, man. All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye,
we'll see you
everybody.
tomorrow.
Thank you, Jason.